Writers, you have lots of choices as a writer of memoir. Your memoir can shine a spotlight on your relationship with your father, on the tree fort in your backyard, or with your childhood struggles to learn to read. You can structure your memoir as one story, a necklace of related mini-stories, or an essay, or even a collection of poems. You have lots and lots of choices as a writer of memoir. But as a memoir writer, you have no choice but to reveal yourself. The point of a memoir is to make a statement about yourself, about the kind of person you are. Sometimes, after a day or two of drafting, you find that you've been focusing so hard on getting down the external story or the story of the events that you've actually forgotten this needs to be the story of you as a person. You need to write not only the external story, but also the internal story of what you thought and wondered and remembered and worried. When you write a story, you know that there will be a sequence of actions. One thing will happen, then another, and another. And today I want to teach you that even within a memoir, both the external events and the internal feelings will usually evolve across a timeline or a story mountain. When you include a narrative in your memoir, this can't just show the external series of events, but also needs to show your reactions to each event as it unfolds. This helps the reader understand how you feel and what this moment reveals about you. So I'm going to pause the video in just a moment, and you're going to listen along as I read an excerpt from the book Child Times, and I'm going to be reading a section of the memoir called Mama's Sewing. As I'm reading this excerpt, I want you to think, what's the first external event? What's the first thing that's happening? What is that internal response or reaction to that event? And then continue that line of questioning for each event that happens. So what is happening and what is the reaction to those things happening? I'll pause the video now. Okay, readers and writers, so we just read through that excerpt, and there are a lot of events that happened, and there were specific reactions to those events. Today, when you're redrafting, what I want you to do is pay attention to one of the narrative parts of your memoir. Pay attention to the storytelling. Plan a journey of feelings to go along with that story. And remember that after each event, the main character, which is probably you, you're going to begin to see and think and feel differently. Happy writing.